up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Real Sociedad in La Liga. The new season is now about to start. The first season of the post-Messi era as well. We do face Real Sociedad at the Camp Nou. It will be a very, very difficult game. Of course, Real Sociedad, one of the top teams in Spain. And with Barcelona having a very difficult run coming up in the first 10 games of La Liga, nothing but a win in this game in order to pursue that league title. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by the One Football app. It's an absolutely brilliant football app that I've been using now for the past few years. It's the best in my opinion. It has everything you need: breaking news, transfer news, videos. You have all the matches in the top 5 leagues in one spot, or you can even add more leagues. I believe it has 160 different leagues. And also you can follow your favorite football team. Of course, for me, it's going to be Barcelona. You can have, predictions. It tells you the next games. You have news about it as well. You have a nice little place where you can see all the tables for Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga. You can have the squad list as well. You can see all the first team players of Barcelona and some of the Barcelona B players as well. Nice little spot for transfers as well, for everything that's linked to just Barcelona. And during the match, there is live voting of the man of the match. But what I love about this app the most is when we score, it tells you who assists, it tells you if it's a penalty or an own goal. Some apps don't do that. It's absolutely brilliant. Of course, it has full-time stats as well, offside, possession. It also has news on La Liga, transfers on La Liga, and stats as well: top scorer, assists, red cards, yellow cards. This is by far the best football app out there, and the best part is it's free. So top link in the description down below. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 8 p.m. local time, so 1 hour earlier than the regular kickoff. And of course, this match will be taking place at the Camp Nou with fans back in the stadium for the first time in over a year and a half. And the referee for this match has been confirmed. On the pitch will be Alejandro Hernandez. And by the way, in the last 6 games that he refereed Barcelona, we only won 1 game. So take that how you will. On the VAR, it will be Jose Luis Gonzalez. Now, usually in this part of the video, I would take a look at the league table and analyze it. But of course, first match day, everyone has 0 points, and no point in doing that. What I want to do first is take a look at our opponents in the title race and see who they face this weekend. Real Madrid will travel to Alaves, Atletico Madrid will travel to Celta Vigo, and Sevilla will host Rayo Vallecano. Shouldn't be too bad on paper, but of course, anything could happen in the league. Now I want to take a look at Barcelona's first 10 games of the league season. I tell you what, this is one of the most difficult first 10 games I have ever seen. Real Sociedad at home, Athletic Club away at the new San Mamés, Getafe at home, Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan against Sevilla, Granada, Cadiz, Levante, Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, Valencia, and Real Madrid. We face 6 of the top teams in Spain in our first 10 games of the league. It's a very, very difficult run. It's going to be a huge ask from the team. I think we can get maybe 7 or 8 wins out of this. It'll be very, very good. But the good news is out of the 10 games, 6 of them will be at the Camp Nou with our fans, which should be very, very good. But the 4 away games are, one of the places that we don't really do too well. One, the Metropolitano, Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, New San Mamés, and also Cadiz away. We did lose there last season. I think those 4 away games, if we can get maybe 3 wins, a draw, 3 wins, and a loss, it would be very, very good. But this will be a huge ask from Ronald Koeman to win all these 10 games. I think if he does, we will have a great start to La Liga and could really push for the title. But again, let me know what you think down in the comments below, how many of these 10 games we're going to win. For me, I'm looking at maybe 7 or 6. Let's now take a look at Real Sociedad. Usually what I would do is take a look at the last 3 games, analyze their results, their formation, what players they use. But of course, first league game, I can't really do that. But what I can do is tell you the players to look out for. Firstly, David Silva. You all know him, one of the best midfielders ever to play the game for Spain. Porto on the wings, very, very strong, as well as Eden Yenezai, former Manchester United player, very, very good player. And of course, their star striker who we linked to a lot, Alexander Isak, who did very, very well at the Euros. Of course, their captain, their star player, Mikel Oyarzabal, will be out because he did play for Spain in the Olympics. And also Mikel Merino, the very, very strong midfielder as well. He played with Spain in the Olympics and will be out for this game. But overall, they have a very, very good team and are very, very well managed. Last season, we beat them 6-1 away at their home at the Anoeta, which was an absolutely fantastic win. At the Camp Nou, we scraped a 2-1 win. We also faced them in the Spanish Super Cup that drew 1-1. We won on penalties. So again, all these games have been very, very close. They are a strong team, and they're going to come and they're going to fight for these 3 points, and that will make the match any much easier. And before we get into Ronald Koeman's press conference reaction, we do have some good news. Now, in real time, 5 minutes before Ronald Koeman's press conference is going to be taking place, the club released an official statement saying that FC Barcelona have been able to register Memphis Depay, Eric Garcia, and also Rey Manage for La Liga. And this has been possible thanks to the agreement reached with Barcelona vice captain Gerard Pique to significantly reduce his salary. The club continued to work with Sergio Busquets and also Jordi Alba to reach a salary adjustment to comply with the current situation of the club. So Barcelona were able to register Depay and Eric Garcia just because Pique reduced his wages. By the way, according to reports, he's reduced his wages so much to the point that he's almost playing for free. So apparently he reduced his wages, and also he will be paid his wages later on in the future. So right now, pretty much, he's playing for free. What a freaking legend of the club Jerry is. Oh my god. If it wasn't for him, no Depay, no Eric Garcia. Now you might be wondering what's going to be happening with Aguero. There is going to be room for Aguero, but right now Barcelona will be focusing, on finishing the transfer window. Once Aguero comes back from injury, they'll try to register him because right now he's injured. There's no point in registering him. But again, Depay, Eric Garcia, they're ready to go for La Liga because Gerard Piqué reduced his wages. What an absolute legend. Bleeds for the club, my freaking captain. Time now to get into the first press conference reaction of Ronald Koeman for this season. He did his press conference this morning. He's asked a lot of questions by the media, very juicy questions as well about Messi and players as well. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts by saying that having fans back in the stadium is the best news there is. We all know the economic situation of the club. It needs help. I mean, let's highlight the attitude of Gerard Piqué, Roberto, Busquets, and Jordi Alba, who want to help the club, and this shows that they have grown up here as well. So Koeman confirming that Pique, Roberto, Busquets, and Jordi Alba will all take wage reductions. Then Ronald Koeman was asked about the departure of Leo Messi. Said there's been a lot of talk about Messi and it's normal for everything he has shown in the club for many years. We will not have him anymore, but there are other players and we do have a very strong squad, especially when the injured players come back. From tomorrow onwards, there will be no more excuses. There have been a good preseason without Leo, and we have shown this that we are going forward. I'm convinced that the team will make fans enjoy themselves. The Champions League, it's something else. We have to think about more La Liga, and I think we are a more strong team and we can aspire to the maximum. As regards to the Champions League, there are teams that have won the title without having the best team in the world. He was then asked again about Leo Messi's departure. He said that it's painful for everyone because of what Leo has done for this club. We miss him because of now how important he is, but we don't want to live on from the past. There are things that have to happen. I'm excited about the team that we have, and hopefully we'll have the support of the fans. Then he's asked about some of the players' returns to training. He said that Pedri, like Eric Garcia, have returned with great encouragement. Of course, Mingueza will be out for a few weeks, and they have also shown that they are good to play this game. So Eric Garcia and Pedri fully fit to play the game tomorrow, and also Pablo Gabi will be fit for this game, but he'll have to wear a mask in order to play the game. Then Ronald Koeman was asked, will there be more signings for this summer? He said that seeing all the positions of the team that we lack people on the front line, Ansu Fati, Dembele, Aguero are missing. We lack there, and that's why we talked about the position of signing a forward to have more players and more competition. It all depends on whether we can sign players. So apparently now Ronald Koeman wants a forward more so than a midfielder. I completely disagree. You have Collado, and plus when Ansu Fati, Dembele, and Aguero all come back from injury, we're going to be fully stocked up in the attack. That's why you have to take that into consideration. I think Ronald Koeman now looking at his front line, it's like what, Griezmann, Braithwaite, Depay, and Demir, not looking too great. I can understand that, but once these players come back from injury, you won't have to worry about that. So Ronald Koeman through the media has said that he wants to sign another player, he wants a midfielder, and he also wants another forward. But from Memphis, he expects a lot. I know him well from the national team. We have given him a lot of performances. I asked him to stay the same as he did there. He is a very important player for us. Then he was asked about Antoine Griezmann, and he said that I love Antoine Griezmann. He's a player who always helps us when we don't have the ball. He's very cheerful and spirited. But now Antoine Griezmann has to take that step forward. He has to be more clinical, and I can understand that he can occupy the position like Messi's, and it is an advantage for him. Then Ronald Koeman was asked about player exits, for example, like Umtiti and Pjanic. He replied by saying that for me, it's difficult to talk about exits. It is up to the club, the president, who should talk about those things. Lastly, Ronald Koeman was asked about some player updates and fitness. He's asked about Frankie de Jong and Ansu Fati. He replied by saying that Frankie trained in the last training session and he will be ready for tomorrow's game. Ansu still recovering from his injury. He is improving. It's difficult to say when he'll be coming back, but in the next 2 to 3 weeks, he should be able to come back training with the first team. And after the international break in September, he should be in the squad list. And that does conclude Ronald Koeman's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Real Sociedad tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. We're going to start off with the manager, Ronald Koeman. I'm going to try my best to predict his lineup. Of course, with the squad list coming out tomorrow morning, it's going to be difficult to predict what lineup he will go with, but I've got with this lineup on the screen right now. I think he'll go with Neto in goal, a back four of Des, Araujo, Pique, and Jordi Alba, double pivot being Busquets and Roberto, wingers being Demir and Memphis Depay, Cam, Antoine Griezmann, and ahead of him at striker will be Martin Braithwaite. I believe that Ronald Koeman will pick the exact same lineup that he did against Juventus in the João Gamper. Last season, the João Gamper against Elche, he did the exact same thing, picked the lineup in the first league game against Villarreal. He picked the exact same lineup. I think he'll do so again this year. Neto coming in goal, of course, Ter Stegen is injured. Back four, could have an argument for me, Lenglet or Umtiti. Right back and left back, I think, are set in stone with Des and Jordi Alba. Double pivot, he could maybe bring in Frankie de Jong if he is fit, but again, he's been out for a week. Don't want to risk him and get him, more agitated with his injury, so I think he'll go with Roberto and Busquets. On the wings, not really much we have there. You have Collado, he doesn't really like, so I think he'll stick with Demir and Memphis. And of course, Griezmann at the cam and Braithwaite up top. We don't even have that much backup, no Aguero, nothing like that. So I believe this will be the lineup that Ronald Koeman will select for this match. Let me know down below in the comments what you think Ronald Koeman is going to go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach, and that lineup's on the screen right now. I'd go with Neto in goal, a back four of Des, Araujo, Pique, Jordi Alba, midfield being Busquets and Ricky Puig. On the wings would be Collado and Memphis Depay. In the cam, I'd go with Antoine Griezmann. Up front, I would go with Martin Braithwaite. So from Ronald Koeman's lineup, I would make two changes. Firstly, I'd bring in Ricky Puig for Roberto beside Busquets in that double pivot. For me, Roberto was absolutely woeful against Juventus, didn't play too well. I'd bring in Ricky Puig, of course, scored that goal. His confidence would be good, and he could communicate very well with Busquets. Is a bit of a risk with him not being that strong for that position, but I would risk it for Ricky Puig and I would put him in that midfield. On the wing, I'd go with Collado instead of Demir. I want that natural winger on that right hand side. Of course, La Liga, Real Sociedad, very strong team, very good defensively as well. I don't want three cams interchanging all the time. I want absolute width. Now, of course, Demir against Juventus did not play that badly, but I think when he got the ball in that final third, when the Juventus players pressed him, he didn't do that well. With Collado, he was a star player. Barcelona B got pressed all the time in the Segunda division, and I believe Collado with his actual width can deal with that press better than Demir. So I would go with Collado, and this would be my lineup for this match. Let me know down in the comments below. Would you rather pick my lineup for this match or Ronald Koeman's lineup? Time now for my score prediction. What do I think the result will be in this match? I'm going to go with Barcelona winning this game by 2-0. I think we will keep a clean sheet. We've done very well defensively in the preseason. We got the clean sheet against Juventus, who have Ronaldo up top. The goals will come in, I think, maybe from Depay, Griezmann, or Braithwaite, maybe even from the fullbacks, Jordi Alba or Des. I think in the first, 25 minutes of the game, Barcelona, have to get used to the fans being back in the stadium, get the rhythm of the game again. Second half, we'll bump up the level and get some goals in. So overall, I think that Barcelona will win this game by 2-0. Let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that's my match preview for Barcelona versus Real Sociedad in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know is your score prediction, what lineup you would pick for this game, and would you rather pick my lineup or Koeman's lineup? And make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys some more for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen. Come and join me and watch the game with me. Follow straight after the match, my match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and Forza Barca.